Your life is worth exactly 1 cent and 5 rin, 1,000th of a yen. The postage cost of the red paper trembling in your hand. The akagami, the draft notice. Rain hits the wooden platform in Osaka, 1941. The train whistle screams over the nervous chatter of 1,000 boys your age. You haven't even processed the stiff wool uniform yet. A corporal steps up. He doesn't ask for your papers, doesn't look you in the eye. He swings and punches you directly in the jaw. No warning, no reason. You hit the wet wood, tasting copper and rain. Silence falls. This is your first lesson in the Imperial Japanese Army. Violence is the only language spoken here. Starting today, the Empire pays you 8 yen a month. In exchange, they own your body, your mind, your capacity to endure. You believe this suffering has meaning. You believe you serve the Emperor. You don't know yet. You are an anomaly. The one who will survive long enough to climb every rung of this blood-soaked ladder. Your salary will increase. 20 yen. 32. 72. 310. Finally, 550. But you are about to discover a terrifying paradox. The more they pay you, the cheaper your life becomes. And at the absolute pinnacle of power, that salary will buy you exactly one thing: a white silk sheet and a knife to end your own life. You are a nidohei, a private second class. Your salary is 8 yen a month. Training isn't about firing a rifle. It's about learning how to vanish. 18 hours a day, reciting 2,700 characters of the Imperial script. Stumble on a syllable. You are hit. Move too slowly. You are hit. But late at night, nursing a fractured jaw in the dark, you know the truth. You endure it because of the 8 yen. That money goes to your mother in Hokkaido. It buys rice. It buys winter fuel. You are not enduring this out of loyalty. You are enduring it because you are trapped in an economic hostage situation. By month 6, a new batch of recruits arrives. They look terrified, human. Your sergeant looks at you then at a trembling farm boy. Fix him. You don't hesitate. You step forward and strike the boy across the face. Your knuckles bleed. But for the first time in 6 months, your heart doesn't. You've accepted the transaction. In this army, anger only flows downward. You get promoted. You get a raise. But as the boy collapses, a cold realization settles in. If you are now the one dispensing the violence who is making sure you never stop. Guadalcanal. You are a corporal. Your salary is 20 yen a month. You are wealthier than you've ever been. And you are starving to death. The Navy promised victory in weeks. It's been months. The American fleet controls the ocean. Your supply ships rot at the bottom of Iron Bottom Sound. You have 13 men. They are not soldiers anymore. They are skeletons wrapped in sweat-soaked khaki, shaking with malaria. The manual says a Japanese soldier can overcome any disadvantage with Seishin spiritual power. But Seishin doesn't stop dysentery. You sit in the mud, watching a 10 yen note slip from a dead man's pocket. No one picks it up. But when someone finds a strip of rotting leather, 3 men fight over it just to chew. This is the first crack in the Empire's logic. They believed spirit could replace logistics. They were wrong. Then Private Matsuda stops eating. Not because there is nothing left, because he has decided. He sits with his back against a palm tree, eyes open, looking at something you cannot see. November 1943. Tarawa. You are a sergeant. Your salary is 32 yen a month. You command 54 men. The general knows counterattacks are useless. So you dig. Bunkers buried under coral and sand. Heat suffocates. Men collapse from exhaustion. Then the order comes from Tokyo. Never be captured. It is framed as honor. You know it is a death warrant. A clause in your contract you never read. During bombardment, you find a boy from your hometown. He is hiding in a crevice, crying, holding a piece of white cloth. He just wants to go home. If the Americans capture him, he lives. But back in Japan, his name is erased. His family loses everything: food, status, survival. To save them, you raise your pistol. The silence inside the bunker is louder than the artillery outside. You pull the trigger. 32 yen a month. It is no longer a salary. It is a burial fee. Summer 1944. Saipan. You are a first lieutenant. Your salary is 72 yen a month. You carry a factory-made sword, a heavy symbol of your rank. The Americans have breached the final line. You have 120 men, 40 rifles. The rest hold sharpened bamboo. The order is clear: Jyokusai. Total annihilation. A mass banzai charge. You know it is suicide. You know it will achieve nothing. But you draw your sword anyway. Why? Because the doctrine has trapped you. To refuse is cowardice. To obey is murder. For 72 yen, the Empire has purchased your complicity. You step out, raise the blade, scream a battle cry you don't believe, and realize the true horror is not dying. It is the moment you become the machinery. That sends your own men to die. You handed your sword to an orderly to be cleaned. He asked how many. You didn't answer. Not because you didn't know. Because the number fit inside your chest now, and it no longer hurt. Spring 1945. You are a colonel, a regimental commander. Your salary is 310 yen a month. You sit in a concrete bunker. Generals talk about victory, divine wins. You look at the numbers. The Imperial Navy is gone. The Americans land more supplies in a day than your army sees in a year. You know the truth, but truth is treason. So you say nothing. You sign the order. 800 men, 4 hours, none returned. The ink dries instantly. Your salary is deposited automatically into a system already collapsing. Tokyo is burning. The empire is dying. But the machine continues. You are sending men to die for something that no longer exists. That was the turning point. Not a battle. A decision. June 1945. Okinawa. You are a lieutenant general. Your salary is 550 yen a month. 2 days ago, 15,000 men. Now silence. Through the periscope, American flags rise over Shuri Castle. You have failed. Your adjutant steps forward. He says nothing. He lays out a square of white silk, places a blade in the center. This is the moment you were promised. Glory. Purification. But as you kneel, you feel nothing like a god. You feel like that boy in the rain. Because now you understand, this was never strategy. It was a conveyor belt. Every beating, every order, every promotion designed to bring you here. To ensure that when the system collapses, you remove yourself. Your adjutant is shaking, crying. You give your final order. Survive. Tell them what happened here. Don T let them turn this into a poem. The steel touches your stomach. Cold. The blade enters. The world goes black before the second cut. The Imperial Japanese Army, dissolved in a firestorm of its own making. Over 2 million graves across the Pacific. Most did not die for strategy. They died because a system assigned them a value and decided they were worth less than the ink used to print it. We like to think we would be different, that we would have seen through it. But it didn't start with death charges. It started with a punch. It started when belief replaced reality. So ask yourself, standing on that platform in 1941, needing 8 yen to feed your family, at what rank would you break? Because that logic didn't die in 1945. It just moved. Next time we look at the young men who skipped every rank and were given 1 hour to live. Kamikaze.